Hey, what's up, guitar superstar? All right, we're gonna back again. We're gonna learn something new today. This is our fourth lesson in this series, the Guitar Superstar series. So far, we have learned some chords. That's the main thing that we've learned. We've learned E minor, we've learned E major, we've learned A minor, we've learned A major, we've learned D major, and we've also learned the suspended fourth, which is just to add that pinky. And we've also learned it on the A. We've also learned it on the E. Okay, so we've learned the suspended fourth for those chords. Let's learn a couple, and we have also learned C major. So today we're going to try, and I also introduced, so from the C, we went to the F major 7th, C, and then down to the G, back to the C. I'm going to play a little thing with just that for a moment, with the C, the F, and the G. Nice that is, those three chords, the C, the F, and the G. Now the thing about the F, let's do the F today. So so far we learned that here's the C, and to do the F, all you need to do is move these two fingers, your ring and your middle finger, you just move it down. Okay, so from here to here. And that's your F major 7th. And if you want to make the F, just the F major, you have to bar. And barring basically is doing this with your finger over two or more strings. In this case, you're just doing two strings. You're doing, at the first fret, you're doing the first two strings. Then the middle finger goes to the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and the ring finger goes to the 3rd fret, 4th string. That's the F major chord. It's a little bit harder than the like the C. The C is a little easier, and then the F, because you got that bar. It's a little bit challenging, so you got to practice a little. Okay. And now let's do a regular G. So we learned this G. Kind of a, I think this is also a suspended fourth, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, but let's learn the usual G is like this. So instead of using this finger and this finger like in the C, right, the C, now you're going to switch to this finger and this finger. So your forefinger and your middle finger, the middle finger is going to be at the 3rd fret, the top string, the bottom string, however you look at it, the low E. The forefinger is going to be at the 2nd fret, the A string, which is the next string after the E. And the pinky, this is one of the first times now that we use the pinky for a chord. The pinky is going to be at the 3rd fret, the 1st string, which is the high E. And that's your G. It's a beautiful chord right there. G. You could also, to make it even fuller, you could add this finger right above the pinky. Just a lot of people do that. I do that a lot. And you could also do the G like we did before. You could do it like this. But the basic G that most people know is this. Okay, so now we have the regular C, we have an F, and we have a G. One of the first songs that I ever learned was This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie. So here's one way to do that with just the C, the F, and the G. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I'm gonna do the chord. I'm gonna just say the chords now. Instead of singing the song, I'm gonna just say the chords. C, 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 F, 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 C, 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 G, 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 C, 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 F, 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 C, G, 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 C. Sometimes I get carried away. So I was just strumming, and the way I was strumming was like this, as if I had a pick. We're not talking about the pick yet, but you could also use your thumb. And you can also finger pick. See what I'm doing here? I'm not a great finger picker, but this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. You can actually go to the F, the A minor there. This land was made for you and me. I don't want to complicate it too much. And you might be looking at what I'm doing with this hand and be like, what are you doing there? How could I possibly do that? That is something that I learned just by practicing over the years. I actually did not really ever learn how to finger pick. It's something that will just come, I think. If you don't actually learn how to do it, it will come with time. It might be helpful to have a really good picking teacher if you really want to learn how to truly finger pick. I'm not the guy to teach you that. But what I can say is that you can actually sometimes come up with things on your own finger picking that might be very nice and sweet. One thing I like to do a lot is play not finger pick individual strings, but play together like this. So if you play that song, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. Doesn't sound that great actually with that, but just to introduce that a little bit, the right hand technique. There's so many things you can do with your right hand. Again, this is just a beginner course. It's going to get more advanced as we go along, but for right now, all you need to do is just this with your thumb. You can just do that. This land is your land, this land is my land, from the na 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 na. Okay, so today we went over the C, the F, and the G. Okay, those three chords, you could do a lot with those three chords. Let's do another song real quick here that we could do with those three. Here's another one. You probably know this song, you maybe heard this song. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last, just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Simon and Garfunkel. Feeling groovy, da 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 da. All right, there's many songs you can do with the G, the C, and the F. So we're getting close to learning most of the major chords. We have the C, G, F, we have A, we have D, we have E. All we need to learn is the B, which is a little harder, but we'll do that maybe very soon, the B chord. But we also want to learn the minor chords. So we have E minor, we have A minor. Those chords are beautiful together. We want to learn the D minor. And we're going to learn some other minor chords as well. The minor chords, some of them you need to know how to bar, but you can also do it other ways as well. So we'll talk about that as we go along. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know. Again, keep practicing those chords. Try to get them so you can play quickly. Okay? And once you get those, then we'll keep adding things until you know a lot of chords. Please like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want more, and please leave a comment if you'd like to, and love to hear from you. And I'll see you next time. Adios.